Special match versus Frontline. First practice versus Frontline. Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. The cross-up connects. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner.
Yeah.
Goes for the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Was looking for that jump attack. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Sticks the combo. Life lead opens up. Peppers up with a nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs them. Dashes forward. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player two creates a good corner. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return.
Oh man, better look away because with him training in the chamber, they can get very ugly. Good workout.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player two is not in a good drive and back misses. Going in, then connects with the throw. Knew the throw was coming. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Amazing. One step ahead of that. Crown of that was a brutal crosses. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Breaks those shins. Caught in the cross. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Grabs them. What are they thinking here? Player two chases them down. Can't tech the throw. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Combo with the target combo. Brushes off the impact. Okay, they trade hits. Burns the drive gauge. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Jumps. One chance here may end this match. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Jumps up. Jumps in. The low heavy is denied. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Gets the anti-air. Smart play to stop the opponent. Attempts to break the stalemate.
Ah, putain.
Player two can't uses the gauge for a super.
Oh man, better look away because with him training in the chamber, they can get very ugly. Good workout.
Player two is not in a good place health-wise, but with the drops them from the air. Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. A real test and whiffs. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Big throws. Oh, he's knocked down. Here comes the mix-up. Who's gonna take it? Barely blocks the jump in. Closes it out.
Five.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Keeps them all the throw connects. Oh, they're in the corner now. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Jump.
Nothing stops this train. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned.
Slams the super. Drops them from the air. Player 2. This is gonna hurt. This is the time flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Breaks those shins. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 chases them down. The cross-up's good. There's a corner switch. That was a solid anti-air. Misses the drive impact. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Very solid corner switch. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Both fighters planning something? Hit them with a stopping pop. Uses the target combo with uses the gauge for a super arm.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that.
Here we go. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Breaks the block with a throw, experiencing burnout. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Barely blocks the jump in. Connects with the throw. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. A trade, but still works out. Both sides and whips. They're wide open. Crowns them from above. Mage knew the throw was coming. This is a gigantic fight feed. Low heavy. Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
A new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. That was a solid anti-air. Opts for the throw. All right. Goes for the fireball. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Can't keep track of these corner switches. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Spends the gauge on the drive rush.
Merde.
Takes a trip. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive rush. The load doesn't connect. The throw misses. Not having the cross-up. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out though.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Not. Oh, burnout trigger KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Blocks it. Gets the jump in.
Putain.
Dashes. Throws them. What's next?
Merde.
Dashes up. Medium kick hits. Going in. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. KO! Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
Putain.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to puff up while they can.
Merde, je voulais pas faire ça.
Blocks the jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides.
Merde.
Big juicy damage on that counter hit. Was looking for that jump attack. Anticipated that counter and blocks. The quarter makes it KO.
Mais comment il fait ça, lui?
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Hits him with a stop and block. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Scrapping it out up.
Merde.
Experiencing burnout. Big opportunity. All in with a rush. Knockdown and
Loser.
the corner throw ends it. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with
Yeah.
the play-by-play.
Putain.
Low heavy.
Merde.
Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They break things off to take a quick breather. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Blocks the low heavy. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Smart play to stop the opponent. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO.
Ah, putain.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sneaks in above. Fires off a Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Knocks them into the corner in a hurry. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fighters planning something? Roughing up them. They were right to be on guard there. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Throws them. A quick breather. Blocks the low kick. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Life lead is there, but connects with the throw. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Both shot closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like hits the drive. Sneaks in above. Barely all the throw connects. Solid anti-air.
Merde.
Knockdown and forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Player 2 can't use crowns him from above. Denied.
Yeah.
Keeps cool and locks them out. Throws them. What's next? Player 2, can this drive bring them back? Ooh, you never know what turns out. Fights back with authority. Anti-air in the clutch. Low heavy. Flatlines him. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jumps? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the
Enfoiré.
play here? Still slugging it out here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
Merde.
No heavy hits. Got their eye on the goes for the super art? Not so fast. No more drive gauge. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The pressure is so intense here. That last attack took some courage.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Blocks the low heavy.
Putain.
Gets the knockdown, and now scrapping it out up close. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken.
Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage.
Throws a projectile to zone the opponent.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will have to deal with this kick. Drops them.
Both life and super hard gauges are
Anti-air in the clutch.
life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
Their spacing is so on point.
Meets them air. Okay, here we go. Connects with the throw.
With the solar plexus strike.
Merde.
With that was the
Putain.
highest I've ever seen.
Enfoiré.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Putain.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Uses the target combo as a fill-up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets the counter in.
Merde.
Trips him up. Burns the drive gauge. Grabs him. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next?
Putain, il a fait une roulette là.
Drop tap to close it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sticks the combo.
Player 1 can build off this lead. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna break first? Player 2 has flawless round. They got him so quick. Player 1
Took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line for this one. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. No good up high. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. That was a solid anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The low heavy hits. That attack landed for a KO.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big, low, reaching heavy. Holds out with the block. Big throws.
Hits them with a stopping body.
A quick breather.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Grabs and throws them away.
Risky
Up, there's a wall spot. They can't do anything now.
Oh my god, they just choked it up!
Just goes for it at this range.
The low heavy connected? Player 1 is the
Il a été
last fighter
perturbé.
standing.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
The jump in catches them. Goes to the overdrive. They're not going to allow any jump ins. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Solid blocking. Big, low, reaching heavy. Getting into the KO!
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night.
What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Checks with a medium kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Smart play to stop the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Both fighters planning something. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player one, cold blow heavy, but no go. Burnout activates. Player, the super doesn't hit. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Dangerous range here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. The low kick hits. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. Oh, critical. Chisels him down. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Anti-air in the clutch. Jumps in. And whips. They're wide open. Target combo into. What now? Drops them from the air. Clutch anti-air. Nothing stops this train. Burns out. Player two is in burnout state. A very prepared knocks them out of the air. Connects with the throw.
Oh, fine.
Player two, the low. Both sides getting whipped. The low block. Player two can't use knew the throw was coming. Both of them denied the jump in. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? They are done. Player two comes away with the win.
Ah, c'est dur, hein.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Shows a medium kick. Caught in the cross-up. Can't tech the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Tons of drive and health to work with. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Misses the drive impact. Gets the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in catches them. Connects with medium kick. Hits them with a stopping block. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. What a reaction to go air to air. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But
Merde!
grabs and throws them away. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Going in. Shows a medium kick. Low heavy. Light lead is there, but still anyone's game. A super art. Player one is in a very good... Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Kick out of nowhere.
Ah, je l'ai loupé là.
Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. In drops him hard. The last round. It's now or never. Blocks the cross up. Good read. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They're feeling out. The super doesn't hit.
Merde.
Both fighters are
Enfin.
desperate for leaders. The low. Amazing. Getting up close and hurt. Low heavy. Drops them from the air. Sets up with the jump in.
Merde.
Brings up with a fireball. Knocked them out of the air. The throw is denied. Player one has a full drive gauge, but is up. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, can this drive bring them back? Taps them on the toe. Ew, puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arc. The buffet is open.
Merde, je l'ai loupé. Oh, je l'ai loupé, putain.
Player two survived that tense mirror match.
Ah, je l'ai loupé là. Putain.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Got it. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Below heavy.
Merde.
Easily escapes. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock.
Merde.
Long low attack hits. Grabs them, knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. They were looking up. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Potential kicks. Knockdown and... This is the range where things burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers.
Oh, putain.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connects with medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Reaches out with a lightning kick. Shows a medium kick. Grabs and throws.
Merde.
Going in. Checks with a medium kick. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Peppers it's a good spot to use the super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Untouchable. Impetuous. Impregnable. And perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checking their opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Blocks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Can't tech the throw. Jump in, finds the mark. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Takes a trip. Gets the knockdown, and now...
Merde.
Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in is denied. Holds out with the block. In a dire situation, they can't forget so. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Drive rush to keep it going. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Merde.
Peppers them with the lightning. Looking to impress with this super. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Shows a medium kick. Jumps in. Not much life difference. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Barely. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning. Oh my god, they just choked it up.
Merde.
Watching each other carefully. Who will make
Merde.
Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Checks with a medium kick. This can lead to some big damage. Crowns him from above. Clutch anti-air. Who's gonna take it?
Merde.
They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Impact. Squash.
Ah, putain.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hazanchu. Final round. Who will abuse their drive gauge? Connects with medium kick. Sees the overhead coming. The drive impact doesn't work. The low. Amazing. Throws them. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Excellent block. Oh, plot twist. With super hard knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Sticks out a kick. Sets up with the jump in. A jump in? Anticipated that throw. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Keeps them out. And whiffs. They're wide open. Knew the throw was coming. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arc. Genius read with that throw escape. Medium tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. They're in the overhead deny.
Hit that with confidence.
With a bit of super out of nowhere.
Je t'ai rendu ton coup, mon gars.
Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Big throws. Jumps. Just out of range for that throw. Trips him up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The jump in is denied. Solid combo. Nice cross-up. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Holds out with the block. Barely blocks the jump in. Picks the air throw. Who will pass? Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that pay. Oh. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Anti-air drops him. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Medium kick hits. Drive rush to keep it going. Big low reaching heavy. Goes for the jump in.
Ah, putain.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking for a chance. Blocks it. Showing some real tenacity. Going in. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. There's a drive impact. Player 2 can't. Yo, critical art now or nothing. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
J'en ai fait 3 contre Impact.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Neither of them willing to back off. Throws them to start the corner pressure. The air throw is smart, but out of reach. All right, what's coming up next?
Merde, ça recommence. Putain. Ah, il ne laisse même pas me relever.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Amnesia. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Beats them and goes in for the hug. What'll happen here? Portbalam. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Oh my, the throw tech. Jumps in. One chance here may end this match.
Merde.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Bizarre. Je pense qu'il a un marque en soi hein, pour dire non.
HP maxed. Side quest done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely saw my counter coming. The combo's there. No good up high. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Next up, good anti-air. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 chases them down. The low kick is blocked. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The jump-in is denied. Reads their mind and techs a throw. Anything could happen here. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Springs forward with the drive rush. Does a good job of pushing back. Medium kick. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? Each hit is so important here. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked.
Putain, enfoiré!
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump-in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has a slight life lead. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Barely blocks the jump-in. Throws them. How long will the defensive assault continue? Crowns them from above. This is gonna hurt. The low's blocked. What now? Perfect execution with the anti-air. The next touch made the top. There's a burnout. Player 2, a daring impact to wrap up the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open solid anti-air. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Sets up with the jump-in. Low heavy. Now go. Cross-up attack. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Barely blocks the jump-in. The jump-in is denied. Knocked him out of the air. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Drops him hard. Oh, here we go. Player 1 is in a very good... Oh, reversal. The low kick hits. With super arts into play.
Oh, putain.
That wall splash. What now? Noticeable life with flush anti-air. They push impact. Squat. Drives it back, misses. Slams on the frame. Flatlines them.
Enfoiré.
Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Low heavy. Manages to block the jump-in attack. From low heavy to...
Putain!
Very solid corner switch. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Not having the cross-up. Gets the knockdown, and now... Fireball from very low. What's next here? Big, low, reaching heavy. The jump-in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. From up above. Gets the tech, but how will they get out of this corner? Both fighters planning something? Player, there's the wall splash. They can't KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Long, low attack hits. Grabs him. Gets scooped from down low. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocks the low heavy and shows the medium kick. Hits him with a stop and bop. The low heavy's blocked. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks with a medium kick. Gets the combo. Knew the throw was coming. pumps the brakes on the impact. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with medium kick. Oh, burnout triggered. In there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 has the life lead. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. There's a corner switch. The jump in catches them. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. From up above. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good...
Ah putain, comment ça se fait j'ai raté ça moi?
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Shoots off a fireball up close. Jumps in. Nice block on the overhead. Knockdown and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Low, heavy, but no go. Jumps. Throws them. Both fighters planning something. Super arts on deck for both. Oh my god, they just choked it up.
Merde.
Can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Amazing. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. Meets them air to air. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both fighters are raring to go. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Knocked him out of the air. Takes him up. What now? Grounds him from above. Reads the throw and escapes. With super arts into play. It's really the low. Amazing. Blocks the low kick. The overhead denied. A jump kick leads them air to air. Here comes the finds the target. Putting it all on the line. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Well fought. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both sides looking for an opening. Blocks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. And the throw ends the round.
Oh, je peux le battre, lui.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Can't tech the throw? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Covers them with a psycho flip. Knockdown and gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. From low heavy to barely blocks the jump in. Blocks it. Watch it. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner. Psycho flip wakes him up. Cross-up attack. Noticeable life lead is a critical art now. Doesn't protect the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Amazing. This can lead to some big damage. Gauge low heavy. Reads the throw and escapes. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Jump. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Dangerous range here. Sticks out a kick. Keeps him out. Here comes the corner pressure. All the throws.
Oh, yeah.
They use their drive to stage a comeback. Medium kick. The low. A real test of nerves here. What's next? Closes it out.
Il avait la super en plus.
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Jump in, finds the mark. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down. Grabs them. Takes a trip. Hold your breath. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play.
Je m'en doutais, il allait faire ça. Putain.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Blocks the low heavy. Decides to meet them in the air. Oh, easy tech. Oh, says no to the impact. Player 2 can build off this lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Looking for a chance. Jump. Goes for the jump in. Blocks it. Smart flip connects with the throw. Jumps in. Ooh, you never dropped them hard. Knocked them out of the air. They gotta pull the trigger on their drive. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. They're not getting close to each other. Keeps them out. Jump. Flatlines them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Misses the grab. The throw misses. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Grabs him. The jump in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and their answers with a psycho uppercut. The pressure is so intense here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player one chases them down. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. From upstairs.
Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il a fait là?
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throw leaves them wide open. Who's going to start things off? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. All right, what's coming up next? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps up, side switch in the corner. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Genius read. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Close range projectile. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Low heavy, throws them. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Okay, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Throws that off.
Merde.
Ooh, you never know what can connect with the throw. Changes the pace with the fire. Dangerous range here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Keeps him out. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scope impact. Squat.
Putain.
Player two made some smart moves there. Great game.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are they thinking here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Turns it up for nonsense down to the wall.
Ah.
There's the
Enfoiré.
punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive. In a dire situation, they can't ends with a projectile. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Hits them with a stop and bop. Good old slaps.
Merde.
Throws a fireball. Dashes forward. Smart play with the throw. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavy. Crowns them from above. They were
Merde, je rate ça moi.
Life lead is
Je
there,
rate ça
but
là.
still anyone's game. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player two, this is gonna hurt. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player two chisels them down. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Adds a bit of OD spice. Bring in the heat. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. To play with fire, you're gonna get burned. into the corner. What setup? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Connects with the throw. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? They were
Merde.
waiting for it. Jump. Anti-air in the front. Impact squash.
Merde.
What are they gonna do? Jump. A wheel. The drive impact doesn't work. Pumping the brakes on the impact. Holmes with a kick. Drive impact misses. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Il a quitté vite. Ah.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues.
Merde.
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The low heavy hits. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Checks them with the projectile. Had the radar up and running. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Nails the answer.
Merde.
Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Grabs them. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Going in. Jump. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Got their eye on the air. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Bumps up. Gets a risky buff in.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the corner now. They'll brush that off and keep going. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Both fighters planning something? Not much life left, but they're low heavy. Like the KO. Player 1 made all the right moves in that fight.
Quitter. D'accord, moi aussi je veux quitter. Ouais.